What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Calm Down, It's Fine podcast. 3 episodes in a row. We have myself, David.
Hello.
You better put myself as myself, not Cameron.
I'm
Dustin.
making up names for you every episode.
Steve. And Harrison.
They're not going to be that boring.
Yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for listening wherever you're doing.
I'm your host, Guy Buttersnap.
Ye butter snap, spicy socks. Enjoy this episode of the Calm Down, It's Fine podcast. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Don't get caught in pyramid schemes. Always ask before you invest.
See, it's stuff like that.
Don't invest with your friends.
It's stuff like
When your
that that's
friends
going to make
ask you-
the listeners like really wonder what we talk about before we hit
When
record.
your friend comes to you and says, "Hey, man, you want to invest some of your money with me?" You say no.
No.
No. If you say,
No.
"Hey, man, I'm going to go buy some pizza. You want some?"
You
Sure.
say yes.
Cool.
Right.
Always.
Cash App 10? Yeah, cool. You don't say, "Hey, man, you got 20 grand laying around? I think I have a good place for that."
My money is all tied up in Bitcoin and fajitas. So
Fajitas are really taking off
fajitas
now.
are doing better than
I can
Bitcoin.
pretty much drop $420 on any fajitas I want.
Man.
Call back.
I think, not to get steered off the path here, but I think it's funny how everyone was so in-depth into Bitcoin and like, oh, you're an idiot if you don't invest in it, and now they're all broke.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
there are some people who did make money.
Yeah, but they played the system right. They got out. They knew what was
You will
going
use
on.
other people's money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been listening to
He's getting the Bitcoin guy is getting released on bail too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah?
He's getting released. The
Wait,
guy, the FTX guy who stole
All
billions
those
worth
people's
of,
money, yeah.
Yeah, he's walking free.
I totally forgot about him.
I have listened to probably 40 episodes of the American Greed podcast, and it's all these guys who are swindlers. Like, it's just whatever. And every single one starts with a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Like, almost every single one.
Bernie made all
Like, hey, look, the government has started a program to let people from China and Oriental countries get to America and get their green
Yeah.
cards and citizenship if they will invest $500,000 or up in an American project, right? And it's an actual legit program. But as soon as that program comes out, there's a guy who has a construction company, and he's like going over there, getting these people to invest with them because there's nothing they want more than American citizenship.
Right.
Citizenship. So he goes over there. He raises almost $1 billion for his company that he's supposed to be building high risers, and he's literally just buying Bentleys and mansions.
As you do.
Yeah, and so it's like when anyone comes to you and says, "Hey, look, give me your money, and I'll give." Yeah,
Which reminds me.
It just makes sense.
Yeah,
You
At least
give me
they
your
got their
money.
citizenship card.
I soak it in, and
it's green.
Yeah, you got it. You know what? You know what's more? You can't put a price on freedom.
you know,
So
which reminds
you're welcome.
Speaking of pyramid schemes and such, you guys should subscribe, maybe support the podcast.
Yeah.
Go to cdifmerch.com, buy some t-shirts, put in orders for hoodies, and
Yeah, we got one today for a hoodie.
Yeah,
I got one last week for a
with
hoodie.
your hard-earned money, you could
That's
be
a
a part of the
one-to-one.
podcast.
become
That's a
one of the
one-to-one.
richest people in America.
Not like you're-
In these
if you
10
tell your
easy
friends-
steps.
Yeah, if you tell 5 of your friends about, we'll give you $1 for every shirt they buy.
Right.
Yeah.
Start that.
I
Yeah.
had a guy. We'll read the email. He wants hat. He wants a hat and a hoodie. I'm like, whoa, I haven't got to the hats yet, buddy. But no, yeah, we had our ratings are going up on Apple Podcasts. That's good. So if you guys wouldn't mind, take a second, go to Apple Podcast or Spotify, give us a rating, which is like 5-star. Give us a review. Those always help. Fresh reviews are always good. YouTube, you can go subscribe to YouTube. If you just stop and go do that for us, whatever. We appreciate it.
Speaking of YouTube, the last episode did get cut short,
No,
just
it's
by
the
a little
next-
bit.
It's the next one. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
the
You're
last
right. You're
episode
right.
did get cut short.
So right.
By a few minutes. If you were watching on YouTube and it ended, you didn't miss a whole bunch, but you could go to Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, to catch the end of the episode. We apologize. The camera did die.
Yep.
You should have replaced it with like a lined paper sketch
It's just
Of
like
all the
animated
table.
drawing.
Right.
Of a
And
table.
then just
Well,
random
with the
noises.
with the audio file still playing. Once I make that, it will happen
You could
again.
have drawn whatever you wanted to. There could
Just
have been
like,
like
yeah,
bears
4
like
stick
trying to eat
figures.
us. We're like,
It could have just been a still. That's all.
That's funny. We might do that. Cut all that out.
or like,
Or
or
just
like
go
just
back. You can freeze the last frame, but like play the audio so people think, man, something's wrong with my YouTube. And it's just,
Yeah.
the joke is it's the same. It's
that
the
or
same
like
scene for,
you add your
20
lips.
minutes.
It
to
should
each
only be-
person.
It should only be, which this episode's come out.
So for those listening, don't know what we're talking about, you have to go watch YouTube and find out.
Yeah.
Yo, like and subscribe while you're
Do
there.
your job. Support Nigeria.
So I think it's only like 4 minutes or something like that.
I don't think
It's not.
long.
Yeah, it's not
It's a
long
few
at all.
minutes, and it
It's-
didn't load. Like the whole night, it didn't load.
Huh?
There for everybody.
I was hoping so. If not, I was gonna eat him anyway.
We're primitive animals, and we use a smartphone. We literally use a iPhone to record the
We use
video.
the world's most expensive Canon camera.
So my phone died, is what happened, and it died during the video. So I'm like, we've lost the whole video. Doesn't show up on my phone. I look up, can you recover a video if your phone dies? It says, no, you can't. I'm like, oh, great. Can't find it. Look up another fringe thing. It's like, yeah, if you do this, this, and this, you can recover it. Didn't work. I wake up the next morning, go to work. I'm at work, and I go to my photos, and I'm like, oh, what?
And there it is.
There it is. I was
There
like,
it is.
what?
That's weird.
So
The Lord.
The Lord's like, send it down. Send down the
he
video.
was in the cloud.
And it only died a few minutes left in the
Yeah,
episode.
that was good.
So yeah, what's going on with you guys?
Not a whole lot. Sunday I got to lead a young man to the Lord named Jordan.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, he's 14. He
That's awesome, man.
he had some questions. I guess he had been talked to. His I'm under the impression his mother had also recently gotten saved.
Lost your reward.
Everybody give a hand clap of praise to
Now,
the Lord.
If
And
if you get 5 people saved, and they get other people saved, do those eternal rewards
Otherwise known as a Christmas tree.
so
an eternal pyramid scheme?
that's what it is. Yeah, I go to prepare a mansion.
Trinity.
That's what I go to prepare a mansion for you. And
You get up there and God send out emails to people about, hey, I'm a king from Nigeria. I need some money.
I sent my only son.
yeah. Hey, so yeah, my boss is the King of Kings.
You already said. Yeah, I sent my only son. An idiot.
So yeah, he his mother, they're from Haiti, and
Get ripped off.
I
by
guess his
Jesus
mother
now.
had recently gotten saved and was trying to explain to him what it was, and he had all these questions, and she didn't know how to answer. So they came to church, and his mom was like, "No, like you had those questions, go ask those questions."
Yeah.
So he came in and he asked Pastor, and Pastor was in the middle of doing stuff right after service. So he spotted me and he said, "David, are you busy?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Come talk to this young man about salvation." So took him in there, explained it to him, and he kind of understood most of it. And I was like, "Do you want to get saved? Like right here, right now?" And he's like, "Yeah." So he prays, and then I explained to him like that he can't lose it and eternal security. Like I'm going through and I give him my number. I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call. And he's like, well, I have some questions for you right now. And I was like, all right, I got time. So he had all of these questions that he asked me afterwards. And it was like, you could tell, like, even at 14, like, he's a thinker.
Yeah.
So, which is a blessing because I know that I gave him verses to look up. I gave him some things to read specifically. And I was like, hey, when you come to church next Sunday, let me know if you understood it. You have any questions, give me a call, or you could just ask me next Sunday. And like, I could tell just from talking to him, like that's exactly what he's going to do. Mm-hmm. Like he wants to know. He's not just one of those people that's like, I got saved and then,
Right.
who knows where they go after that.
Yeah.
But he's like, he's hungry for it. So it was a blessing to get to sit down and kind of just explain some things to him.
Awesome, man. Great job.
That's awesome.
Again, here we go.
Everybody give a hand clap of praise to the Lord.
So, amen. He the real MVP.
Dustin, you had an interesting day yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Or the day before. His eyes got so big. He's like, "What's about it?"
I was like, "What are you talking about?"
I don't want to talk about.
That's why I can't walk.
He blocked it out of his memory.
Yeah. So I like
Not so thick.
Oh, in a few days it'll be thick.
very thick. So I'm in the National Guard again.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for support.
Thank you for service.
Thank you for service.
Can we get a hand clap of praise
Yeah,
right there?
hand clap.
Hand clap of praise. America.
Just open the trash can. We're throwing all the rewards in there.
Hoorah.
You received your
We're
reward.
throwing all the rewards in there. Thank you for your
kids.
Yeah, little rich kids. What are you talking?
No, I don't care about your service. Can you pass me the Sour Patch Kids?
I thought you said little rich kids. Huh? That's really close.
What was Joe Biden? What did he say? Yeah, what did he say? Poor kids are just as much just as smart as white kids.
Whoa! It's like wait
Poor
a
kids
second.
are just as smart as white kids.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
That's not what you meant to say.
But
That's what he said, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what he said. He said
Did he
white
say
kids basically are always the rich kids.
Did you guys watch the video of the little
well,
kid I
that
sent?
and he was
Yeah.
saying that white kids are also the smart kids, so
Yeah,
it just
right,
didn't
right,
come
right,
out
right,
very,
right, right,
right. It was-
very well.
Neither way, it was good.
Poorly transmitted and poorly received.
All right, hit it, man.
Anyways, so I volunteered to do the Norwegian foot march on yesterday, Sunday.
I think I would say no immediately.
Well, anyway, so an Army requirement,
Volunteer.
at least, I'm assuming it's Army wide, but at the very least, it's in the infantry. Every year, you have to do a 12-mile ruck for time. It's a 35-pound rucksack, which is essentially just like a bag with a frame, and that's without water. And then you add your, a gallon or whatever water after that. And thank you. I thought you muted me.
I should
thought
make
you
sure.
muted
It
me
was
Okay.
you.
Yeah. You're gonna drink the whole gallon anyway. But that's a requirement. And then I'm talking about water. But I volunteered to do the Norwegian Foot March Challenge.
Were you by yourself?
No, there was probably no.
When you just mount up, you're like,
Yeah.
He's like the guy in charge is like, we
Can
had a great
I,
turnout this year. It's like 6 people.
Yeah.
it's just Dustin. Great turnout. Best
Honestly,
I've seen in
they slap
years.
It'd be really
on
cool
you.
if there's less people. I could have cheated so hard.
You would have came
Anyway,
in first.
I would have come in first. I would have turned
Did
immediately
you come in
around.
first this time?
No, not even close.
Did you get a number? Did they slap
He hasn't
numbers on you?
finished.
No.
They're still at the finish line waiting for him to show up.
Yeah.
Just went home.
I just love his eyes. No.
Ew.
He got halfway and was like, can you come pick me up?
Let
while I'm-"
me
I've been running incline on the gym.
But at 15 the whole entire time.
15.
15.0 incline.
All right, go ahead.
Anyway, yeah.
Harrison will stop interrupting.
The Norwegian Foot March Challenge, it's a NATO award. I mean, Norway puts it on, but if you get it, you're able to wear it on your uniform, your dress uniform. But it's an 18.5-mile ruck.
What is a ruck?
A ruck? So it depends on if you're using it as a noun or a verb.
Both. Give me both.
Okay,
Then I'll decide which one I want it to be.
The noun is a rucksack. It's a large bag, like a camping bag with a frame. That's what everyone
35 pounds.
It
They
doesn't
call
weigh.
a
You
soldier
have to
wearing a
fill it with
ruck- a
35 pounds
ruckman.
worth of stuff. If you're actually doing a field exercise and you're
All right,
like,
give me
on-
the
Yeah,
adverb.
missed it.
Would you say?
I said
got
they
it.
call a person wearing a ruckman.
Come on,
That's
man.
it. I did think that when he was saying it, I did a ruck hike. I'm like, oh, you got to get the badge.
Wait a minute. Anyways, but
It just
Ruckman.
has
When you
1611. It just has the
on,
Bible
man.
with the
Dude.
sword through it.
Come on, man. Don't kid me. Kid yourself.
The Bible, the monarch of books. I love that. Go ahead.
It's just like
That
a
was good.
German march.
Let's go.
but when the ruck as the verb means that like it's like a hike, but you're wearing this bag on
It's
you.
a weighted hike.
It's with weight.
That was
So-
the noun.
That was the verb.
That was the verb. Give me the noun.
I already gave the noun.
A noun is a rucksack.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway,
Can
so
you use both in a sentence?
I went.
Same sentence.
I went rucking with my ruck.
I went rucking with my ruckman friend.
Anyways,
Quote Ruckman.
you have to complete
Ruckman
it.
went rucking with a rucksack.
That's a lot of. It's
It works
confusing.
though. Perfect sentence.
You have to do it under 4.5 hours, so that evens out to on like a 14:45-ish pace per mile. What?
4.5 hours? Bro, I don't even work 4.5 hours before I call Cam.
That's 18 miles too.
Yeah. So it's like 14 minutes and 45 seconds per
So
mile.
at what point did you stop having fun?
Mile.
When I put it on.
I was about to say the beginning.
No, mile 15 is when I was like, man, this kind of hurts, and then 16, I was like, oh, this really hurts.
Mile 16.
Yeah.
I feel like mile 1, I'd be like,
No, the first couple miles go by really fast. Even like 12 miles, like 10
you
miles.
had to wear
You were
boots.
saying napalm.
Yeah, you have to. It's napalm.
Sticks
But-
kids.
It's in your like your full uniform. You know, boots, pants, jacket, whatever.
Not bear.
Unfortunately not. They don't allow that anymore. There were complaints. Anyways, yeah, that was.
Wait, what?
He said what he was wearing. I said, so not bear.
They said no, there were complaints.
Yep.
So you
No
were in
jorts.
so much
Some
pain.
people were too
jorts.
thick.
No jorts.
No jorts. That's also not allowed.
Much
It
chain.
can be done, but it's not recommended.
Man, that's funny. So you were in dire pain. You're blisters, right?
Yeah, I had blisters all over my
My
feet,
goodness.
and it 12 miles is like whatever. Like you get done with that, and it kind of hurts, but like the next day you honestly feel fine.
12 miles is whatever, he says.
Yes. Listen, when you hit mile,
And you're sort of like just fast, like jogging. A
well,
brisk pace.
it's either a long stride or like a jog.
And are you
It's
getting
like
yelled
speed
at the whole
walking,
time?
or-
No.
It's like someone at a golf cart beside him. Come on, get it.
That'd be
No.
awful.
So who was with you, like making sure you did it?
Did you
Who's
have
to say you couldn't just go take a 4-hour nap?
Who was your ruck buddy?
No, they had at the halfway mark, they had a guy who was handing out poker chips, and you had to grab one of these, and then you went all the way down to the other end.
Did you go all in?
I did.
Did you get a patch?
Huh? No. Because
Wait,
what
you
happened?
don't, you don't get one?
So wait, you
No.
did all that for nothing?
No, listen. You guys are interrupting way too much, and I can't tell my story correctly. So,
I got you.
listen. So what happened
I
was
apologize.
we were all told it was 18 miles, and then like 20 people came back. They went over the 18 mile. So in my I'm already pacing out for 18 miles, for each mile, and then we get and then 20 people go through, and I didn't find this out until we'd all finished. But they moved the end point farther down because they realized the actual challenge is 18.6 miles. So I hit 8. I'm like, I get back and
They're
I'm like,
running with the
why?
goalpost.
I'm like, why is everyone still going? And we get there and they're like, hey, the endpoint's moved. And I was like, you can't just do that after we start. So and they're like, and all of the information that got pushed out to us said 18 mile march. I'm like,
So you stopped sooner?
no. My pacing was wrong. I paced
My point
it out.
is the
Yeah.
people who did the 18.6 get a patch on their uniform.
Yes.
But you didn't
In under
because-
4.5. I went.
Oh, I understand.
Yes.
So you didn't finish in time.
I busted time.
Right.
By like
Right.
4 or 5
Right.
minutes.
Right.
But that's not your
terrible.
fault.
Not they're fighting it right now. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But
Oh boy, you
But it's
better
not like
really-
you can
Can we
just
go-
sprint that last 0.6 miles real
Do you
quick.
need me to
dude,
pick it?
I tried. That did not work.
Can we help?
Yeah.
What can we do?
what can the Finites do? The
I
Comrades.
just
The fine
vocalize your
stance.
hatred for the government.
All right.
Oh, we do that already.
All right, then you're good.
Here's something funny. Ed
How
Sweitzer
often
was
they do
in.
this? Can you do it
Ed
again?
Sweitzer, Paul's.
I can
Ed
ask
Sweitzer.
about it.
Ed Sweitzer was in Seaford doing some work on the sound system of church. He's about to walk in the door.
Oh, that's fun.
He is
I like that guy.
Ed.
He's gonna come in.
Hey.
Hey, I'm just
Hey.
kidding, guys.
Can we get a round of applause? Preemptive round of applause.
For Ed Sweitzer.
That he can't.
I
hear.
told him.
But
I
now
said,
you can't do it when he walks in.
I said nobody can come on the podcast who hasn't listened to the podcast. He's like, I listened to like one episode.
Not that counts.
Tell him to listen to more.
Ed has been one of the ones who's sort of made fun of it, so we're gonna sit him down and haze him a little bit.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, I heard you guys are doing the CDIF tonight. I'm like, you're bald. I'm just joking.
Yeah, watch out for those she bears. They might be the ones walking in.
Oh,
That'd be funny. He walks through the door, you hand him a bottle of wax and say, get after it.
go do us though.
What that does too quickly.
Yeah, what that do is too quick. Dustin, I'm sorry, man. That's tough. So
just-
you have
yeah.
blisters
Yeah.
on your
I
butt
could be-
and your feet.
It's not my butt.
He's
They're
just
on my
like scooting down the road.
No,
He walked into our we had a thing at a church. He walks into church. He's like walking bow legged.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
He had Crocs on because his feet were blistered.
Yep. I'm still wearing them. They're thick alpaca socks. I have several pair, and I wear them when my feet really hurt because they're thick.
Man, do they
You
spit?
got your Yankee Pie hat on.
Not as much. Yeah,
They're
dude,
not
it's,
llamas.
it's like
Llama
my nice
spit.
hat now. Yeah, llama spit. I don't know what alpacas do.
Alpaca.
But yeah, like I had to call out of work today because I got up and I couldn't move. So I was like,
And you
I
were
told
still late.
I was to here.
Yeah, I had to call out of work, and you were still late.
It's because Dave Ramsey was telling me how to make millions.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's it.
it's pyramid.
Buy his program. He's got a good thing going.
Dave
Wait
Ramsey,
a
I had to
minute.
finance your program. I couldn't afford your program without taking
Wouldn't that-
out a
wouldn't that-
small
You,
loan.
you
Is
pay
that-
money for him to just be like, don't spend money.
Yeah.
Is that
Don't
even
spend
an
money on
option?
frivolous
So what we
things.
did is my family did it, and so we Dave Ramsey, we bought one program and then copied the pages.
That's what I did.
It's because
That's what I did.
He would be
it's like,
proud.
take
Yeah, he'd be
that,
proud.
Dave Ramsey.
That's
I'm
it.
not paying for 5 different books.
Actually, if you told him that, he'd be like, you just
He would-
graduated immediately. Top of the class.
Yep.
Yeah.
If
You
he
win.
found out, he would come to your house and you'd open the door and he'd just be like,
That's it.
That's what I'm talking about.
that was the secret.
Financial freedom right there.
Because that's what he thought was going to happen. He's like, one guy's going to buy it. He's going to give it to
He
everybody
sells
else.
one copy.
Yeah.
It was so successful that the rest of the world.
What if
printed it.
what if I bootleg the Dave Ramsey video and then copy paste print the book and sell it to a congregation?
Yeah, well, that's what people do to our CDs.
It's a
They
hustle.
take one CD.
I was gonna
the
ask
pastor's
about
like,
that.
What's stopping? Remember, we told this on here.
Yeah, the
We
guy
told this on here. Yeah, yeah.
who
What's stopping me from taking this? And
Yeah. Integrity.
Dave Ramsey's already rich, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
so are the
fine.
Manarazis.
He's fine.
We
we're
followed the
not.
Dave Ramsey program.
my dad might be. I'm not. I don't know if my dad is. All right, what do we got? What are we doing?
What do you want to jump into? We have two.
Not an 18
well, I don't
mile.
know.
Ruck.
Dude, that was
Yeah.
now. That being said, I did make time for 18 miles. I did it in under 4.5 hours, so that's
I'm
good.
sorry.
Because
less
that's what you signed up for.
Because that's what I was doing.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Nah, joke's on you, bro."
Like and literally, no one knew. And then like we're getting closer back, and then like Denny was the guy that was with me, and he's like, "Dude, it might be longer than 18 miles." I'm like, well, why do you say that? He's like, I heard someone say something about it being 18.6.
His name's
like,
Denny.
Yeah.
Come on, Denny. Speak up
So
sooner.
so we asked if he came in first, and the answer is
No.
he didn't finish.
No.
Is DNF,
No, I did finish.
just not in time.
Just
Most
not
of
in
the
time, yeah. That being said, the guy that came in first literally goes on a ruck march every single day. That's like the extent of his workout. So he finished in 3.5 hours.
Does he have friends?
He
4 hours
No.
a day just to.
No, but listen. He doesn't go on that far of a ruck march, but that's what he does every day. That's his workout routine for the most part, other than like some
His
gym
calves
stuff.
are probably solid.
Hey, we got
They're
another
huge.
subscriber.
His
on
calves
YouTube.
They're
I didn't
literally
have got to be solid.
Not
Really?
bad. That's not bad.
I need.
saw a
I would
video
cut that
of
man
it.
out of my life.
Of a guy in like the shower crying
Yeah.
with a tub of protein, and like the quote was, "When she brings her calves into it," The guy crying in the shower, this thing of protein.
That's
It's like, look, if you want a good
No.
calf workout, just join the postal service.
For real, I have not seen a postal worker that did not
calves
have
are
the biggest legs I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life.
It's a
what a
hack.
job.
No,
But
dude,
do you
pay
understand-
attention to those people who
Yeah.
go door to door putting mail in
Yeah.
Oh,
mailboxes.
no, yeah.
Calves are
Bro.
mocked.
Yeah, my man.
Next time my guy comes up and
Yeah.
puts the mail, I'm just gonna be on the front porch. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, like there were
Yeah, dude,
guys at work
slap
who
the
were
bag of his calf
jacked.
and it breaks your arm.
There were guys at work who were jacked, like Terry Crews jacked. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, how is this? And I learned a story like he had parole and like he was in prison. Like that really is the ultimate
It's a key, bro.
hack.
Because you have
Don't
nothing
have anything else to
going
do.
on.
I mean, we went to
Have your freedom
the-
taken from you.
Remember
That's the
when we
way to
went
get
to
jacked.
to the prison and they were literally bench pressing picnic benches. It's
They
like-
were literally. We walked in. Harrison's first time in there. I hadn't been doing it long. They just
They
now
shut it
opened it
down.
up again.
Oh,
Just now. But
Paul Herndon.
yeah. So we walk in.
Is that
and
him?
All these big old boys. Is it locked?
Yeah, I relocked it because it was locked when I
Alright.
went out.
Or
Wow,
someone
you
go
you sound the
I'll
story.
get it.
You
I'll
don't
get it.
like-
Don't worry about it.
It'd take me like 20 minutes to get over there.
So I'll
Filibuster
you got here
the
all the
time.
Tell him to get in. He did knock, right? I heard a knock.
anyway.
you
So
hear-
I'll continue with it. But it's like it's all self weight what they're doing. Obviously, they don't have like dumbbells lying around.
Yeah.
They
But
got
it's
to
like
improvise.
dip bars, chin up bars, figuring out by size what these guys weigh, and they're like, let me just squat 2 prisoners real quick.
This guy looks like he drives a cab in Europe.
We have
Close.
Can you hit that yellow square right there? That's no, you can't. I don't think you can hear that out loud. But that's
that chair right here.
that was applause.
Yep. He
That
gets
was
to
like
be
a
on
live
his favorite
studio audience
podcast.
Applause.
Why?
That he
We do
listens
whatever we
to.
want. This type of shenanigans is why we have listeners.
Yeah. We already
Sit down, Ed.
What we want when we want, no matter how many of our fans it upsets.
Yeah.
So
Why him?
this is
Why
past-
him?
Touch my
All right.
stuff.
This is Pastor Reverend Senior
Please.
Ed
Word
Sweitzer
Schweitzer.
My
Of-
favorite Ed.
of Trinity Baptist
My
Church.
second favorite.
What's
Ed.
it? Seacane, Pennsylvania. Right? Seacane. Seacane.
You put the emphasis
Sican.
on the wrong syllable.
So Ed has publicly and openly made fun of our podcast.
Yeah, so we're now we're
To
here
our faces.
Hop in,
To
hop
my
in-
face.
hop in
Now we
line.
get to publicly and make fun of you
I
in front
see
of God
diff.
and everyone.
Yes,
I see a
actually
little
do.
diff.
You see a little bit.
A little bit.
I'm a little different. so-
Yeah.
I mean, calm down. It's fine.
Yes,
Really.
it is.
Like if I don't listen,
I bet you listen to this one. You're gonna go like,
He's gonna go like,
don't show him the time marker.
episode
We're gonna
375.
scramble this so he has to get it. Like we're gonna cut it, scramble it in the episode,
like
so
a
you
random
have to
spot.
go find it.
What if, as a joke, we just cut the whole thing out entirely?
Yeah.
and then you make me
Special
listen to
guest
one.
Ed Schweitzer, and then we go.
Yeah. That's what my church does. I go to listen to the services. It's just the song service. I'm like, why didn't I preach that day?
How come I never preach any Sunday? And I feel like I
I
am.
watch the live stream and I'm blurred out.
Can you?
What?
Can you
Might as
scoot
well.
over a little bit?
If
and
I
see
have to.
if, just see. He just has to be able to be heard.
Okay.
It does
No,
like
I don't have to.
yeah, hop up. Just you're not going to be on it forever.
Yeah.
Say something to the people.
Yeah,
God bless your ministry.
this is a ministry.
Amen.
this is the ministry.
You're done. It's my turn now.
You should tell
Have you
others.
met Dustin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
We met
At the summit.
We met
Oh,
at the
yeah,
summit,
yeah.
but we met. Yeah, but we met. we met somewhere else. I thought, or maybe not. Maybe in my
Glad
head
I
we
don't
did.
live closer.
Oh, I met
I'd
you
be
on the
sitting here all
phone
the time.
first, on FaceTime, and then I met him at
Yeah,
the
you
summit.
made fun of me. And I can't remember why.
I don't know.
It was a
could've
terrible
been,
first impression.
Could have been 1,000 different things.
Yeah.
Brother Ed Sweitzer has the best teen camp names.
I just cranked your mic.
I still remember
Great team at summer camp name.
summer camp names. I remember lettuce fight.
Yeah.
Lettuce fight.
Let us
Yeah.
fight.
We were stinking awesome heifers one time. The
That
rules.
is the perfect name of all.
It would have been better for a
time.
girls' cabin, but
Stinking awesome effort.
Wouldn't have to be swine or something like that.
No, biblically
no,
accurate.
like it's like the sorority,
Yeah.
in Bible college, Mu Eta Pi.
Who ate a
I don't know. Harry had some really good ones this past year.
Oh yeah,
we
you probably got in
did
trouble for yours though.
the Will,
You did. Yours was the worst.
Will Smith.
What was it?
struck by Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Oh my word.
He was Shiver Me Timbers, but we were thankfully
Shiver
I
Me
was
Timbers.
junior camp and I was junior
high.
So he was senior high.
That's what they need to know.
Yeah.
They all went home into their cabin. And when they got home, they looked. What is this Will Smith thing?
It was. I literally had a guy like, yeah, my son looked it up afterwards. I'm like, well, he signed the waiver. So.
We've had people email into the
sue us.
podcast and say our son looked up, our daughter looked up the
Yeah,
reference.
he was wondering what is that about. I'm like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
lesson
No,
learned.
we actually
That's
keep
why
it
the
pretty-
Lord gave us second place.
We keep it. We keep it pretty tight on here. We're pretty good, except Dustin's potty mouth. Anyways, Brother Ed was. So brother, here's the
It looks like you're reading off a script.
here's the tricky thing with Brother Ed. He is a pastor
Yes.
in his early 50s. Just joking.
2023. It's the 20s.
He's in his
He's way ahead of his
40s,
time.
right?
In my 40s.
I'm in my 20s, but it's like it's hard for me to keep
Where
the.
he's going with this.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried here.
It's hard to
I
keep the
catch-
reverence, like the reverence.
I
of
catch
elders.
myself cutting up with Brother Ed and teasing and bashing. Like, well, this guy's a pastor.
Hurts me every time.
Hurts him every time.
Hurts my heart.
So it's hard. It's hard. But he was helping a church out doing the sound system in Seaford, Delaware. So he was driving through, and he said, "Yo, I'm driving past your place." I said, "Stop in, man. We'll get you on the pod." Just really impromptu, nothing planned. Just like our podcast.
And then he
stuff.
said, "Oh, never mind. I have to go home and feed my cat that I just picked up."
He's like, "My kids are
on
home.
the
My wife's
side
at
of the
home.
road."
Sure, I'll stop in.
Yeah.
It's only an hour and a half drive back. They'll be fine."
That'll be
Yeah,
fine.
no,
Let's
it's
go
not
for it.
bad.
Do you have to go to work at midnight?
No, I go to work in the morning,
He goes to work at 4 this
but
morning.
I'll get up at
That's
5 tomorrow. So that'll
So-
be the routine.
He drives 2 hours to make the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Why can't you drive an hour and a half?
Because he has a family.
Because one, I've been
family-
invited.
Family
No,
administrative
because you
obligations.
only have 4 microphones.
That's
We
it.
all-
That's
if
the real
he
reason.
gets married and leaves, open mic.
There's an open.
There's an open
Yeah.
bet on whether or
We'll
not
have-
when Harry gets married, how much longer he'll be a part of the podcast.
Yeah,
Depends on who he marries.
it's also true.
Maybe you'll marry somebody that lives closer here.
Maybe
Wow,
if he
maybe.
you do know he's in a relationship, right? Oh, you don't have
Really?
the socials,
Surprise.
do
I don't know.
you? No,
anything.
don't say anything. Just go listen to the last
Yeah,
podcast.
you have to listen to podcasts or subscribe for $4.99 a month.
$4.99 a month.
What did I do wrong?
You know, we have monthly supporters
Yeah.
who pay us
Yeah.
every month.
Every month.
Don't tell them how much. Just
Thousands
tell
of
'em.
dollars.
We have monthly supporters.
It went,
We get paid.
it
Hey,
$1
did you
a
buy?
month.
Did you?
It's not technically
It's like
wrong.
in the dollars. It's in a dollar
We're
range.
in the tens.
Dude, we're making
I'll let you
tens
know,
of
our
dollars.
What's that
monthly
called?
our monthly support covered an SD card.
Yeah,
Wow.
it did. We spent our whole
budget.
dang
4
monthly budget on an SD card
4
because
gigabytes.
yeah, well,
Times are gonna be tough.
32
Your,
gigabytes.
your love offering for being on the podcast is not looking too good right now.
You give love offerings for being on the podcast?
It's gonna be in quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Apparently, because Harrison bought 2 shirts and didn't pay me yet.
That's it.
So what is that called? What is that called where you do the
Roofy's cheap.
Oh wait, do you know why? Junos.
What?
Junos? Yeah, Junos.
You can't do that.
I already did it.
Chauvinistic.
I don't even know what that is.
He has a
Times-
Jewish nose.
Yeah.
Junos.
Yeah.
He's
we were
a
in
tightwad.
Cam
I
and
thought it was an old like
No.
Nah,
Juno.com.
No.
Mountain
Do you
Dew.
remember that from the 90s?
Cam and I fit in.
Of course you don't.
Way back in the day.
I was born
You
in
might.
90.
Yeah. I was yeah. Well,
Wow. Yeah.
I feel good now that
So you're in
I'm
a
not the only
relationship.
old guy
Yes,
here.
sir.
yeah.
You have both of the old guys at the
You
end
can
of the
represent
table.
the last century. These guys, when were you born?
95.
98.
98.
Wow.
Why'd you say that so begrudgingly? Like, I hate the day of my birth.
It's terrible.
I remember when we got Windows 98. So that's
Windows.
I remember
They didn't
using
have-
Windows
They
98.
didn't have Windows back then.
my first
How do you-
computer
how
had
do you-
Windows 3.1 on it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like actual.
What do you look outside,
Actual
bro?
computers.
No,
Windows 98.
Windows, man.
Yeah, like
I
software.
know what Windows is.
Yeah.
Windows
Bugs just hit you in the face.
We
when
didn't
you were-
even have Windows when we were old.
Bugs were just
What's
hitting
he
you in the
talking
face
about,
when you were
Windows?
driving.
I found out when we get excited,
Yeah.
everyone talks. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
That's
Like, Ed
so
walked in,
funny.
we're
It's
like-
the funniest thing I've ever heard in my whole funniest.
No, to be fair, me and you talked the entire time during Dustin's story.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
Not the entire time. I think honestly,
You're
probably right.
That's Jerry. No, no,
really
mine's
awesome.
Jerry. Mine's Jerry.
If you watched the podcast, you'd know what the heck they were.
Mine's Jimmy.
Ooh.
we raced them.
Yeah.
Mine.
I got them. I got
This
them
is-
for the guys for as Christmas gifts.
This is the racist
My,
one.
what happened
my
this one?
mother-in-law would hate
What
that.
happened
Racing
to,
possums.
You literally
Look
like
at that possum.
This is
amputated this one.
this.
Wow, that one. He that hath an ear. What in the world?
That's
What
your
happened?
dog or something.
yeah, my dog.
He that hath an ear, let
we
him
have,
hear.
to, we have to think of a name for that one. It's
This
like,
is.
Wow.
What would you just listen?
This is like fault Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it's very well done.
He
My
has
back is broken.
Erios for breakfast.
My
What
neck,
kind of injury is it? Spinal.
spinal.
Who's Tyson fighting when he who's ear did
When
he
his back was broken?
No,
His
when he-
neck was broken?
when he no, he's like I'm gonna eat his children.
he bit his ear off.
Yeah, the dog.
He bit Holyfield.
Holyfield, Evander
Yeah.
Holyfield's
But
ear.
then there was another fight where they interviewed him after the fight, and he was like, "How was training camp?" And he's like, "I broke my neck." And he was like, the interview was like,
What part?
"What?" And he goes, "Yeah, I broke my neck." He goes, "Well, where? What part?" He goes, spinal. It's just like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, this is the racist one
Why?
because it's white.
It's a lighter complexion than the
okay.
others.
It belongs to Harry because
Yeah.
he's a flaming racist.
Yep.
And this one's
Wow,
tailless.
that hit
It's
the
our
demographics.
racing racist possum. And then this one is the one that's
That's good.
good, not racist.
You just
that's
alienated
mine.
your
And this is our.
viewership.
This is someone who struck. Wow! Look at the hole in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
She
know.
went to town.
Anyways,
Wow.
So, yeah,
all right.
let's move on.
Let's interview Ed.
No, I'm good.
That's the 10
Let's have
questions.
Let's have him compete in the conspiracy theory.
Yeah, we have him here.
Okay,
See
let's,
who's gonna
let's
win.
ask. Let's, all right. Where do you pastor? I already said.
Trinity
But
Baptist Church, Kane, Pennsylvania.
how long?
This is year number 4. April 7th will be 4 years.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. I didn't realize it's that long.
Yeah. I said Sunday.
You took over
I was telling
after
everybody
your
in our
father.
church I was on the team. I was like, I'm on your team. You may have picked me last, but I'm still on your team. So they did vote me in April 7th, 2019.
Yeah. Your dad had pastored before that. How many years?
36.
Started the church.
Started the church 36 years
crazy.
before that. Yeah, this year was our 40th.
And the building that you have is from like
1683, the little
God.
homestead.
Crazy.
Yeah,
That's unreal.
it's old.
His church building, part like the first part of it or whatever, before like a decade before the revolution.
It's wild.
I'm sorry, a century before the revolution.
And the
Yeah.
well, it was part of the Underground Railroad, which is pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's like little trapdoors and stuff.
Get that
there
racist
were,
thing out of here. Where's that little racist possum? Get him
Yeah,
out.
get him out of here.
Yeah,
Get
Is
him
that
out of
where
here.
you have like the nursery and stuff now?
Yeah, that's
In the Underground
That's where
Railroad.
the bad kids go. Kids, if you don't behave,
That's right. No, but- so like the other building, the main colonial building was built in 1783. So there was like
Yeah, that's so-
dates
I don't
don't-
like new stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
yeah, I hate
Too
too new for me.
yeah.
Not
Old
Give me the old
construction.
paths.
Yeah, you're talking lattice and plaster.
Hashtag
Is that what
old
it's called?
Not
Plaster-
about
plaster?
Plaster
Yeah,
and
that's
lath,
my
lath,
house.
lath, whatever.
What do
You're
you? What do
right.
you?
No,
do?
I was at, there was a house I went to on a job, and the original part of the house was like mid to late 1600s, and then the next part of the house was like I just don't want to steal from you. Was like it was like the newest addition to the house. The newest addition to
Commandeering this podcast.
the newest addition to the house was like 1810. So like you have like 4 pieces of this house all built like more than 200 years ago. Is really cool.
I think the reason you get interrupted is because you take a long time to get where you're going, and it's like I'm already having another thought, and I think that's why when you go on like a long island.
To be fair,
when you
with
go on like
the Ruck March
Oh, don't
thing,
cheat,
I
don't
got
cheat, don't
interrupted
cheat. Don't cheat.
very
Don't cheat.
quickly within that
you did. No, you're right.
Why does this say Dustin is cool?
because it's true.
Self-proclaimed.
Because he wrote that.
Actually, I did not. I don't know where that came from.
You totally wrote that.
That's not my handwriting.
Cam wrote Dustin. He put is cool.
You wrote is cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this one's David's. Okay, I see. So is cool.
Is cool.
Is cool.
Is cool. He wrote is
I
cool.
don't even know what it means.
All right. Do we want to hit these comments first, or
What? Well, I don't know how long Brother Ed
Is
wants
this
to
thing
be
live?
here.
Like, are people watching?
Well,
live
so we
on
will
YouTube?
release
technically-
this. We will release this not this coming Monday, not in a week, but the next week. And then after this episode, we will record one more episode for the next week because we're all busy the next 2 weeks.
We can't do this live because I curse so much. So we have to have the time
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
sort it out.
Yes.
We don't have a filter word,
Now,
so we have to cut it
I have a
out.
little thing that you should actually just install between his mic and the board. You step on it. You know the one I use.
Yeah.
And you can just step on it. It mutes his mic. He
Well,
thinks he's
I
live.
can mute him right here. Just pop.
That's true. Just reach over.
Usually what we
You
do
know.
is we record them and then we send them to the headquarters of VidAngel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they send us back
They
a
listen to
clean
it.
copy.
They can't. It's like 2 seconds long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how like when you look at mid
It's just the intro
it says like
music.
what you see and what you hear.
And then the
Like,
gospel drop.
with mine, it's just like a bunch of blank space, and then like 2 blue dots in the end.
So we'll probably go another. We're at 40 minutes. We haven't cut anything. We shouldn't have. So we'll probably maybe.
Except for the last 10.
Except for all the stuff I said really quietly.
Except for the
while
time
no
that
one
Brother
was
Ed's been
listening.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll go probably to 30 minutes. That'll give us
For another 30 minutes.
another 30 minutes. That'll put us at hour 10. Hour.
Since he's here, do you want to go through?
Brother Ed
have
is
him
a
compete in
conspiracy.
and then maybe
Yes.
we can hit. If we have time, we'll hit the Florida Man.
Yeah.
And then we need to
How many guests have you had on your show? Is it?
We had Brian.
way more than you.
Yeah,
We had Brian.
way more
We
than
had
most.
Todd. We had.
way more than my
So here's
podcast.
what we do, Ed. We have. It's very
So hard to keep track of.
We
honestly.
don't have a formal podcast. It's very informal. Like my wife will hop on randomly. Brian Green's been on. Guys from my church been on. Kids from my youth group. Teenagers from the youth
Harry
group.
doesn't show up.
Sometimes Harry doesn't show up. Kazi's been on. We don't. It's not like we're having a special guest.
Yeah.
We just.
Missy's
Send
been
it.
on here a few
Yeah,
times.
it's more like
dogs have
a
been on
tune
here.
in to see if we're all
What's
here.
this relationship? Because I'm sitting here like
I found a Ruth for my life.
Ruth.
Yeah.
She's in your field.
Just.
Yeah.
Do you have Instagram? Do you have
You're
Instagram?
leaving handfuls. Of
Do you have
presents?
Instagram, Edward? See, Pastor Ed. See,
I-
publicly,
Pastor.
I call him
Yeah.
Edward when I
The
talk
She
to him.
bears are going to
Yeah.
be coming through now any moment.
I'm like, but they're publicly, all our listeners. They're, how rude is he?
I also
How
love, I
ignorant.
also love like the deafening silence after you said it.
I know.
You're like Edward. Everybody's like,
Gasp.
Yeah,
Ed has
no, I
recorded
make
like
my
all
wife
of
call
our.
me pastor.
Ed has recorded like all of our CDs. Yeah, see.
Yeah,
Ed
see, I
recorded-
record the Man
so
Raises CDs.
we
you can
spend a
blame
lot of
me for
time-
The,
A lot of time
that.
together. So yeah, we have some good memories.
it's a working relationship.
I've seen some of these memories.
so, yes,
They're memorable.
FaceTime.
Yeah.
You never came to my church though,
I don't know.
except for FaceTime.
What are we doing right now?
This
Yeah, this is all edited out.
little. Oh yeah.
Like a little Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's to 4 people.
Do you want
though.
me to read these things?
Can't have Mexican standoff.
Hit it.
All right,
Conspiracy
go ahead.
theory.
All right, so
What-
I have-
This is
here's
called.
the game.
Hit David.
We have the conspiracy theory game where our resident conspiracy theorist
Conspiracist.
reads off of a card a real conspiracy theory. He's going to read it, and as ridiculous as it may sound,
Certain amount of
there
people
are
group
people.
believe this.
Yeah, there are a group of people that genuinely believe this.
Yeah.
It's multiple choice, and we each go around the table and try to guess what the answer
Yeah.
is
On the video, David is going to have a tally above our heads
of who's winning.
and where we're at.
For example, one of the questions we had was who was believed to be part of the Illuminati, and the answer was Dora the Explorer.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Because she used the Illuminati symbol, which is this.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
we also
Yeah.
I
talked
just did it.
about the
Oh.
people.
we
Who,
don't
can cut
trust-
that. We can cut that.
Don't
It's
think
okay.
I'm be coming to this guy's church
Yeah,
anytime soon.
we talked about the people who believe that the Earth is in the shape of a crushed pizza box.
Yes.
The crushed
I was really
pizza
confused
box.
with
It's
A
right
crushed
there,
pizza box?
right
It's a
there
real
in the book of Job.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Look at Job.
so he's gonna read these questions out. We will all decide what out of the multiple choice what we think it is, and whoever has the most points at the end wins.
So it's I have Cam, David, Harrison, and Pastor Ed.
I've got 3 here, and then this one, I don't know if we'll get to do that or not, but I think
Pastor Ed over there cheated.
This one I actually
I glanced at it.
he's
I
a
can't
he's
even
a
read.
dirty
That
rotten
photographic
cheater.
memory, he's got it locked in.
This one I actually
No, I
know
have a
about, and I
photogenic-
think it's interesting.
Ed, you want to drink?
It's not
I
actually
have a
conspiracy
photogenic memory.
You want to drink?
Photogenic.
I take good pictures of things I remember.
Brother Ed, do you want to drink?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's good. I didn't want to wait.
Yeah.
I do have to go to the bathroom though.
All right,
here we go.
I am
So
43.
this is the first real life conspiracy some moron believes in somewhere.
All right.
What did U.S. President Obama do during an interview which proved he was a reptilian alien? Was it A, swatted away a fly, B, flitted out his forked tongue, C, defended the rights of Komodo dragons to vote with IDs, or D, kept hissing his S sounds?
Kept hissing his S sounds.
That seems
No,
like
I think it's the fly.
Yeah, I'm going to go with
Swallow
fly.
the fly. With the fly.
I think I
Fly.
think the S one makes too like.
He swatted a fly.
He probably
might
like
have
was
done it in a
talking
way
Oh,
and
did
then
he
just
catch
like
a fly? Maybe.
probably like
He caught it with his tongue.
Yeah, so it's a combination of 2 answers. This is
Okay, well I'm not
forked
gonna.
tongue.
I'll go with the.
Okay, so what do you?
You're going.
You're going.
Yeah.
What are
Someone's
you
gotta
saying?
go with
I
it.
think it's the fly.
You?
I'm saying the fly. If he
lost.
didn't catch it with his tongue, he
Oh,
does have
come
a
on.
forked tongue.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they have 2
Harry,
microphones
I
on the
underst-
presidential podium.
Harry,
Because
you
they
think-
fly.
you
I'm
think he
fly.
went
Fly. All right. The answer is A, swatted away a fly.
Hey.
Ooh.
I remember that there was a fly flying around and he went like this, and then everyone thought it was like, dude, did you see that?
It's because he's
How is that?
wait,
Yeah.
wait, time
If
out.
he's
No,
reptilian,
there was
then I'm
flies like
reptilian.
landing.
No, he should let the fly land on his
Guys,
eye.
I got an assault gun for
Yes.
you still
bugs.
haven't shown it to us.
I need to get that.
Yeah.
Have you
It's
ever
amazing.
shot each other with it.
in the face.
We should do it.
Well-
that's an Instagram video. We're shooting each other with a salt gun.
Yeah,
It hurts.
it does hurt.
Yeah.
If you're
Like right in
close,
your eye?
yeah.
No, what?
Oh, that's how you should salt
Alright.
food from now
Go
on.
ahead, Dave.
Point to
Dustin.
everyone except Cam.
All right.
You all went with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know we all could go with the. Okay.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Not at the end though.
Cameron, I would agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong.
In 1975, the CIA admitted to possessing what deadly technology? A. Mind eraser. B. Neutron bomb.
A.
C. Heart attack gun. Or D. Exploding whoopee cushion.
Mind eraser,
hey.
I knew was a thing.
What
I'm
year
thinking-
was this?
1970s.
1975.
Cold War.
I'm gonna go heart attack gun.
Okay.
Mind eraser.
Mind eraser,
Mind
heart attack gun.
eraser.
The first question, first choice.
The mind eraser,
Neutron bomb?
neutron bomb was B.
I'll go with. No, it's
Isn't it
the heart attack gun.
The last
It's gotta
one
be
was
the
an
heart attack
exploding
gun.
whoopee cushion, in case you forgot.
Oh man.
I change it. Change it.
They might they might have snuck that under
All right, all
Gorbachev.
right. So you're going with mind eraser.
Yeah.
Heart attack gun.
Heart attack gun.
Yeah,
Or-
heart attack gun.
Then mind eraser.
Mind eraser. It is the heart attack gun.
Ah,
Yeah.
man.
I'm certifiably crazy.
We should get a hold of that thing.
Sounds like a jingle.
Dude,
That's almost as good as your Buy Menon.
We'll download that on
throughout
the board.
just living life. That's my favorite song.
David. So David, a couple episodes, 5 episodes ago or longer, he's telling a story and he goes, you know, like throughout just living life, and it was like this. What was that? It was like you just broke into a Disney song.
They made fun of me, and I had no idea what they were talking about.
Nice.
And then I went back to edit the video, and I went,
That is
What?
a song.
"Come from?"
It was
From your heart.
so.
Possessed by,
It came
like,
from your
fluid.
heart.
Ariel or something.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
Just living.
Do
it
we
was.
have it? What was it?
It was.
That should be a button you press on the board.
What episode?
One of them.
I could go back and find it, but
I
it
thought
was.
I had it cut
know
out.
specifically what I was
need to
talking
cut.
about. I was talking about how men say hello.
Oh,
They acknowledge
yeah.
how they acknowledge each
You
other.
can watch the episode. Don't spoil it.
So, well, that's
He hasn't even subscribed yet.
He has
You
an
give
hour
him
and a
all
half.
the- yeah.
Have you given us a like, subscribe, or nothing?
Yeah, he has all this time to drive back. He can find
And
it.
you know your friend
I'm too
Cameron is
busy
doing
driving and helping churches.
it. So you don't ever drive and do anything on your phone? It's just hands off the whole time?
The whole time I'm watching the road. 10 and 2. 10 and 2. And I am looking straight ahead looking for cops.
10 and 2 is the clock podcast you listen to.
Oh, okay.
It's really, really
Hey,
stupid.
Ed, you need to go on. Find it right now. This is how we get our likes and subscribes.
I can show you where I have.
we bully people into doing.
No,
it.
I just want you to
Yes.
give us a 5-star
Let me
rating.
just show you.
And comment.
5-star rating. I
Jeez.
haven't even
Should
logged into
we need to
this.
finish the third one. No,
But just
I
just,
haven't even
third
logged
question.
into this.
just go to
I got a new
podcast.
phone.
We'll do it after. We'll do it after. We'll do it after.
You
Hold
guys
up.
continue
Question
with
3.
these conspiracies.
Well,
and
no,
I'll-
you're winning.
I'll sign
This
into
is me.
Pocket Cast.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
You're
about it.
tied for
Question
first
3.
place.
Here we go.
All right. The last one. How can you tell if someone is a shape-shifting reptilian alien by simply looking at their eyes? Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
A, they have a second clear inner eyelid, B, their pupil is oval-shaped, C, they can move each eye independently, or D, their eye color is green, hazel, or blue?
Oval shape.
Oval shape?
Oval shape.
Where their eye color is majority of the eye colors.
Well,
You two
eye
have to
color-
guess. You have
eye
to go
color is all
differently
the eye
because
colors.
it's tied right now.
Read the choices again. Because
All right,
he's got a- he's got a
these are
tiebreaker.
all long
Let's
answers.
try not to
I've
talk
seen
over
Obama
each
do
other.
this.
All right, so A, they have a second clear inner eyelid. B, their pupil is oval shaped. C, they can move each eye independently. Or D, their eye color is green, hazel, or blue.
I'm gonna go with B. Final answer.
They're oval shaped.
That's
Yes.
mine.
It's A.
Oval,
A.
inner eyelid.
Inner eyelid.
Move independently. Let's go with that one.
You're gonna go with
Yeah, just be
the
different.
clear inner eyelid.
No, and move C. Move independently.
Oh, independently. Okay, you're all wrong. It is their eye color is
Wow.
green, hazel, or blue.
What?
Wow.
Dude,
Isn't
am
that-
I a reptilian?
Wow.
One of the
Wow.
steps.
Oh,
David,
look, look. The last episode, I was in the middle of number 6.
Jobs.
So far,
At
dude.
45.
Dude, that was forever
this,
ago.
just so you know, this is
We
episode
mentioned that today. though.
36.
Wow.
I just logged in and I just
It's the
noticed.
same age as David.
It is
I'm
not.
just kidding. No, Cam said that like twice back to back, and I thought it was funny. So,
So we have to go to the tiebreaker.
Yeah, we need a winner.
Yeah,
Yes, which
I
brings
need
me to this one.
I'm almost there.
This conspiracy I actually know about.
I don't have one.
Here we go.
We're really getting there.
All right.
Get on the board, Cam.
What campground near San Francisco allegedly hosts the annual meeting of the Illuminati leadership? A. Camp World Domination. B. Berkeley Park. C. Camp David.
That's in Washington.
David's 9.
Or D. Bohemian Grove.
D.
I don't know any of these places.
Bohemian Grove.
They have a
You have to go with something else, though.
I know,
Go
but
go
he
with
said
B.
it so fast. I'm gonna go with.
Berkeley Park.
Do Oakley Park.
No,
I have
Bohemian
no idea.
Grove is the classic place.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
but
well-
he already said it, so I
don't
just
know.
go with. I'll go with A.
You might win.
Camp World Domination.
A.
That's what you're going with?
That's what I. What did I say?
You said B.
I said no. I said A.
Okay.
Just joking.
It is,
Everyone.
it is D. Bohemian Grove. That place, dude. I'm sure you've looked.
I mean,
into
you can
it, right?
see, you can look up Bohemian Grove and there's like a big statue of an owl or whatever.
It is very so. Like they have this a very powerful. All of the world's like most powerful men, especially within this country, are all
great
members of this secret society that meets like literally once a year. And they have this crazy ritual, and I don't remember the name of it, but they have it's like this like weird. It's this they rehearse this play, but there's an actual sacrifice going on within the play, and they all acknowledge this, but they just act like it's like not a big deal.
May I ask how you know so much about what happens at this?
Because I've read it. Also, Alex Jones has a thing on it.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Our Lord and Savior.
No. Listen. I'm not saying that I trust everything Alex Jones says, but independent
frogs
resources
are-
outside of this guy.
They are turning the frogs.
But
out.
they yeah. That
Thank you for
well,
keeping the one.
he okay. So with the frog thing though, he wasn't necessarily totally right, but like the government was putting stuff in the water that was turning all the frogs into males.
You know how many times I had to cut Dustin saying they're turning the frogs gay, but he's using the other word, and I have to cut. It's like they're turning the frogs gay because he says the whole thing.
Sorry.
But go back to Bohemian Grove.
He's not saying a cuss word.
So Brother Ed wins. Brother Ed wins.
Are we
Our
surprised?
conspiracy corner.
Oh, that's great.
This is my favorite
Yeah.
conspiracy
Wow.
because it
Here.
is 100% real.
Up until now, I didn't feel like a winner.
This is you. This
We're
is
gonna give you the
yours.
opportunity to
You
buy
get
it.
to keep this for
Take that
forever.
home.
Keep that.
Frame it.
Wait. Here.
Did you say spell pastor Paster?
No. Oh.
Is that really an O? What is that?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Kind of looks
Oh.
like an E.
Well, here.
So-
I'll take it
Ambiguous.
back.
Brother Eb,
Oh.
because you
Ambiguous O.
won,
It's
you get
open-ended.
You get to read this book.
no. You get the opportunity to buy a discounted T-shirt at $24.
It'll be a sticky
I
note
would say keep it,
signed-
but I'm currently in the
signed
middle
by
of
every
reading it,
member.
so I need you to give it back when you're done.
He's got to take a picture of it.
No. This is great. Yeah.
I've learned a lot about life.
Have you guys seen
David, you have to
Paul
sign.
Coyle
This
kick
is
a
a.
cat? Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, I'll just give it to you because Paul sent it to
What are you
me.
talking about?
Burton Gates posted this.
Wait, is this on here? I can throw it on here. Is it audio or?
It's from his Ring camera
you guys
in
sign
the
it?
hallway. In the,
Oh, I got
in
it?
between
I
the
saw
churches.
that.
Where's the
I didn't realize that was him.
No, right here.
That was Paul.
I thought it was a random person.
No, this is Paul Coyle in the hall, in between the buildings,
Yeah, I signed it.
and the cat comes charging at him.
Oh,
And he
oh
kicked-
my goodness. That's a kickball champion
What?
if I've ever seen one.
Just practice.
That cat went flying.
And then did he just like go right back to business as usual?
Yeah, he just went right in the door. Here comes the cat.
Wow.
Almost looks like the cat was trying to run by him, and he was like, "Nope."
Said no, sir. Not
He
today,
was
Satan.
literally
The cat's like, "I'm not trying to
Yeah.
mess with you, just
And here
trying
it
to
is, he
get by."
just goes in the door.
It's like,
Not
all right,
today,
well,
Satan.
Just right out of the camera.
Not today, Satan.
Dude, cats are no joke.
Cats are the worst. Hey, do we want to read some emails? We're gonna get into our topic.
Emails.
All right, here we go. Some YouTube comments.
Yeah, and then we'll do the topic for next one.
Huh?
We'll do the topic for next one at this rate.
What?
Let's see what we got.
Wait, what did you pull up for Florida, man?
Well,
Oh, Florida man.
I do have that. This is
That's another segment we do.
yeah. Florida man is. Are we running with that?
So, yeah, go ahead. Just
So Florida man is a segment where any day of the week, any day of the year, is if you type in a date like
It's
October 1st.
basically a daily devotion.
What happened? A daily devotional of what dumb
It's like
thing
evening
was.
and morning.
Yeah.
For Spurgeon.
Yeah.
What?
Florida man.
It's like my Tozer copy, the God Almighty, like
Yeah.
Tozer,
Yeah, like what-
the Almighty God.
What
eyebrow.
happened this day notoriously in
I read my Tozer devotional,
Yeah.
my
So-
Bible daily devotional, and then I read.
I'll
Florida
pass
Man.
this
Florida
off
man.
too.
Now-
Is that appropriate or we
Now,
no
these
no,
are
that.
these are real headlines
Found
from
on
Florida.
don't
And
know.
they could be crazy. They
No,
could be-
that's fine, I
think
guess.
there was one day
It's fine.
where
It's fine.
Harrison found 3 separate occasions
It was the Bigfoot episode.
Of the
episode 18.
exact.
where a naked man burned down his house baking cookies on a George Foreman grill.
Yep.
3 different days.
3
So-
different days.
Yeah.
Science
If that's
tells
not
us.
a divine appointment, that's
Yeah.
not the hand of God directing the script of the
I think
podcast.
George Foreman should be held personally responsible.
No, I think it just
What are you
means
trying to do? You're
that
burning down the South.
that science
But
tells us
naked.
you can't bake cookies with an electric grill.
Ed, they figured it out. Not only did they bake cookies, but they baked their house.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
They were probably
the
baked
fact,
too.
the fact that they didn't realize like that. Okay, so you're baking like there's a lot between point A and point B here. You're baking cookies and the house burns down. You probably how did how
Can't bake on a grill.
no.
It's scientifically impossible.
That's why it's called grilling.
Exactly.
You guys want some of these
right,
grilled
so-
cookies?
So David had asked
broil.
for
Fine.
yeah. David had,
terrible.
So David had asked for what happens as was today's date, January 9th. So we went with that. So we'll go with there's 2. The one is a lot more mild than the second one. So we'll do the mild one first for a build up. So it says another incident on January 9th. So this isn't they give 2, a main one and a secondary one.
Right.
Florida man accused a burning son to teach him a lesson about fire. So
I mean,
It's just an accusation.
yeah.
it's just
accused.
allegedly.
As you
Allegedly.
do. As you do.
Allegedly.
How else is he gonna learn?
Yeah.
Right. I understand. that.
Experience is the best teacher.
Yeah, it's best to learn on the job.
Hands on.
Now we're gonna go with the roulette
Just put it
of
in his sock.
yeah, brother. Pastor Ed is gonna pick the next day.
Pick
And
a random date.
You know,
Random day.
it could be a special like your anniversary.
Let's pick
when you
Ed and
got
Laura Day.
saved.
Ed and Laura Day.
Okay.
That's when I asked my wife to
Okay,
be my girlfriend.
What's
Wow.
is that
The
on there?
second time,
Oh, you have to
November.
give us a date.
What date
It's
is
a
this?
national holiday.
Is it your first wife?
Yeah, my first wife, Laura. She said no the first time.
She did.
Oh yeah.
Before we get
But you stuck it through.
you
Yeah.
asked her, and you were
Persistence.
is key.
Key.
Yes.
Key.
If that didn't work,
She made you work for it.
Yeah.
Hard to get.
That's right.
now she's stuck.
That's right.
Now she's
Well, the restraining order and all that. Yeah. So
Wait,
Anyway,
clear it
November
up.
1st.
November 1st.
Do you need a year?
Is Ed and Laura Day?
No, just in general.
Just
I'm
November
going
1st.
to put November 1st.
it's
as Ed
Florida.
and Laura
There's
Day.
always
Florida
something
man.
going on.
Yeah.
Florida man asked his wife to ask his girlfriend to be his
for the
girlfriend.
second time.
on the
I was in Florida at the time.
and got it right the
says-
first
What if
try.
I pick a date and it was my date that I was the Florida man?
Yeah.
Well, it says Florida man accused of attacking doctor and nurse using his glass eye. The incident took place in Largo, Pinellas County. A Florida man used a glass eye to attack a doctor and nurse by throwing the glass eye at a doctor and nurse.
Well,
There you go.
okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. See, when you
And
you read the
taking a
beginning
prison.
part, I pictured it like a bar fight. Like he takes it out and he like
No, like,
breaks
yeah,
it on the
just
counter. and he's like ready to like
He's ready to-
stab it with his one eye.
Wow.
That'd be very intimidating.
That's gotta be an accurate throw because once he's got no depth perception.
true.
The doctor and nurse
So it's
at the
kind of
hospital
impressive when you think about
asked Dorsey not to take off the glass eye he was using. Dorsey, on the other hand, shouted, "I'll do whatever I want," and pulled it out and threw it at the healthcare workers. Don't tell me what to do with
how
my
to live my
glass.
life.
Well,
As you do.
in his defense, that was not the best argument from the nurse. Hey, don't throw that at me. What is that gonna? What that? What?
Okay.
that's
It's
a
like-
challenge.
Basically, like gun
That-
control.
That instills
She has to
challenge.
blame herself.
You
for
try
that.
and take guns from a
Don't
law-abiding
take your
citizen.
glass eye out and throw it
Well,
at
better
me.
than that, you don't tell anyone from Florida what to do because what are they going to do? The exact opposite.
Yeah. It's like trying to ban. Now we have to ban glass eyes because
Yeah.
all the people who are law-abiding citizens are just.
Hey,
wreaking
That's an
havoc.
assault eye.
Hey, an eye for an eye leaves
Well.
the whole world blind.
Yeah, it would.
No, well,
Eye for an eye would leave the whole world blind.
he still got the one.
in the world of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this
so
guy.
that's this guy.
This guy. I'm the king.
I was like,
One eye, just taking on every
the king of the
nurse and
blind
doctor he
men.
comes
He's like,
across.
may not be a big deal here, but where I come from,
It's a shame that
I'm a big deal.
I gotta be honest.
and
kind of
there's a
big
mug
deal.
shot of him,
Yeah.
and sadly,
Is
they
the
did
eye
not
have
give
the
him
eye?
back his eye.
Oh wow.
Oh,
They-
Still gone.
oh my goodness.
Oh, he looks a lot different than I thought.
That guy,
Oh, man.
that guy looks like he sits around on porches, plays a banjo.
He's
Yeah.
probably right
Yeah, for
outside.
those,
this.
He's got a
David,
pet alligator.
Put it up on the.
I will send me
podcast.
the picture.
It's gonna go right here,
Oh my word.
Yeah.
and then just zoom in.
I'm gonna put
And
it-
then
I'm
the
gonna
rest
put
of
it
the
on
episode
TikTok.
is just
On
that guy's
Ed's body.
face on our
Yes.
The rest of
faces.
the episode, put it right over his mug.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The one
Do
eye.
like a face.
I gotta be honest.
One eye.
I would love to be there to watch that escalate. Like clearly they had to.
How
have
much
said-
how much physical damage can one do with a glass eye?
No, but that's what I mean. I think
it out.
There has to be like
hilarity-
lead or something in there.
Like run to the side.
He
and,
grabs
like,
his
hide
musket
over there.
and just starts like
like here's how I picture they say something and he gets upset, right?
Like a
And then
slingshot.
he's like oh, and they're yelling, yelling. He's like you're lucky I don't take it out now. And she's like, don't you dare take it out.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, oh yeah? And she's like, don't do it. Don't
got-
you do it. And he's like,
he's got a slingshot in his back pocket.
What if he accidentally grabbed the wrong eye first and he's like, here's a
yeah, oh, I do this every time.
Here's a thought. Here's a thought.
not again. That's how I lost my first one.
He's a Civil War soldier, and he's out of bullets.
That's what he said.
He's like,
That would be great.
he's like,
I could
it's
see
the
that.
same. He goes, it's the same size. He goes, and the guy next to him's like, oh, dude. He's like,
No,
It's
no.
like on Saving Private Eye.
This is
saving private
he
eye.
lines up and
is how
just shoots
Saving
somebody.
no.
That's just
This
like
is
the
how-
backup.
This is how he's so good at taking his eye out and attacking people with it. So one day he was left home as a child around Christmas time, and these two burglars were trying to break into his house. So he would set traps. He would like put them on the stairwell and stuff like that. And
Smart.
Vaguely familiar.
yeah, No, I don't know if they're paying attention.
I am.
What?
Nope.
I'm trying to line
I'm
up
ready.
for the next.
I was saying he was like
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone.
Yeah, shoot
He's
your eye
using
out.
it to trip people. Like they step
Yeah.
on the.
Yeah,
fall down the stairs.
yeah. I'm sorry,
Oh,
David.
Home Alone.
I'm sorry. That's the worst when you say
I thought
something.
you were
you
doing
know
a Red
it's
Rider. I thought you were gonna do like a Red Rider BB
I thought
gun.
you were gonna. Yeah, I thought it was a long
I
story.
mean, you could honestly go like so many different directions
Well,
with.
if
Hey,
you
let
shot
me-
it out of a slingshot, you would shoot your eye out.
Yeah.
And-
Hey, you're gonna
There
shoot
you
your
go.
eye out, kid.
I wanna.
Wow.
I wanna read this.
Maybe he sneezes.
Dude, that's it. That's the pinnacle of our
Yeah.
joking on the Florida man.
And thus
Is you're
concludes
gonna shoot your eye out.
Florida
Shoot
man.
you, that's the name of this episode.
You're gonna shoot your eye out, kid.
We'll shoot your eye out.
I will. That'll be the name. You're gonna shoot your eye out, kid.
Yeah.
All right,
It might
you gotta.
offend some
All
of
right,
the people who don't
here
like
is a
Christmas on this
comment from
podcast,
one of our YouTube videos. All right, I don't know if this ends it or what. Here goes. It says, "Fun fact: This is from Jesse Clark, Ben Clark, who got beat by Meredith in arm wrestling. It's his brother. Fun fact: The average human can run approximately 6 miles per hour, and the average 2-stroke chainsaw can run for approximately 20 minutes on 1 tank of fuel. This means that if you were being chased by a chainsaw murderer, you would need to run for 2 miles until the chainsaw ran out of fuel, forcing the murderer to abandon the chase. This is, of course, assuming the chainsaw is revved the entire time, since an idling chainsaw can choke and die, and the murderer would not have time to restart it and continue chasing you.
Of course.
Of the four of
Really
you,
thought this out.
who would survive running for 2 miles?
Well,
Today, not Dustin.
Not Dustin.
today
not
not Dustin.
No, you guys would have me beat. I'd just lay down and accept.
On a normal day, I would die. I would die so fast.
Yeah.
I would die so fast. Here's
Okay,
I'd
so
have to
here's
take
what
the fall
I
today.
think.
I think
Dustin
outruns all of us.
runs at the gym all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. What do you run? Like 2 miles or 3 miles a day, or every time you go?
But I run 1 mile every day, or at
That's
least
what
try
I
to.
run 1
Yeah.
mile.
He
I don't.
listens to
I am.
chainsaws. in
I
his
literally
earbuds.
when I go to the gym to run, I like try to get to that 1 mile as quick as possible. I do not. I just hate running.
It's boring.
So I literally put it like at like 15. I'm like just trying to get my mile in. I hate it.
Treadmills are awful.
I hate it. It just takes so long. So 1 mile, I only ever do like 1 mile at the gym. I think I could probably.
6:30?
You would. What's that?
What's your time? 6:30?
I think I got. We did that. No, I think I did 5 something at one time because I just cranked it and just. I have long legs and I was just. It wasn't even realistic on the treadmill. It wasn't because I'm just like gliding.
Yeah.
You know. But the treadmill's going
your hands
on the
bar, and you're just like long leg strides.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So yeah, on something like that. In real life, I think I did probably a 7.
What's cardio?
I don't know.
What's cardio?
Anyways, Dustin, I think Dustin would win.
Well, yeah.
I think I come in second.
I agree.
I think
Harry comes in third.
I don't know.
No, Harry comes in third.
David's,
Oh, does he?
David's last.
But you're so swift and little.
Here's the thing. If it's a matter of speed, like
Right, you're fast.
I am a short distance, like all out speed. Like in a foot race of like
much like a dwarf,
in like
So
a
if he's-
short
like a
distance
really
foot
skinny
race,
Gimli.
In a short distance foot race, I hold my own. Could probably beat a lot
I think
of
in 100 yards,
Gimli.
I think I would be faster than you as far as like 100 yards dash. I think just because of my stride.
Well,
I think endurance you would get me because you run all the time.
we can give brother a
mean-
chainsaw and see what
I
happens.
am. But the longer
He has the
the
lumberjack.
longer the distance,
Yeah.
Go.
I can't. I'm like I'd run out of gas.
I don't
real
know.
fast.
Are you fast? Are you fast? Like, are you like?
Fast is
I'm not. Well, I'm
relative.
not sure which one I would be better at. I definitely think I'm more of a distance runner.
Yeah,
He did the ruck thing. He's going to destroy all of us.
right. I'm talking short bursts. I know endurance.
It takes
Yeah.
a while
For sure.
once they start killing him.
Yeah.
You guys have extra time to get away.
You guys would be
Like you
so
have
far
to, you have
behind.
Well,
to.
and he's gonna fight
meat
back a
chunks.
little bit.
What about you?
So that still buys us an extra like 30
I
seconds.
ran to the girls' dorm the other day, and so I ran there and back. It was like a mile.
Just to
Yeah.
do it.
You have to give some
Just 'cause I
context
wanted to-
with that
I
one.
was fixing the internet, and I'd
you
gone
have
back and forth.
Did you have your running shoes on?
Yes, I did.
What are you laughing at, boys?
Just
Nothing.
He said, I ran to the girls' dorm, and me and Dustin looked at each other, and then Harry goes, you might want to give some context
I
to
thought that too, but I was like, we're just gonna move on.
Because me and Dustin
No.
were like,
Over there
do
and
we
then-
address
The
this?
Well,
church has a
well,
guy's dorm and a girl's dorm.
College
Yes.
isn't in right now.
One at a time.
I was
One at a
trying.
time.
I was trying to figure out if
Christmas
he was
break.
joking or not,
No, I
and
ran.
then I was like,
okay.
"No, he's serious."
I
building.
ran
What
3
happened?
miles the other day, and finally I gave up and said, "Okay, lady, you can have your purse back."
So,
That's the extent.
I am
She was
of
a
the
speedy
mindset.
broad.
I am of the mindset of you don't have to run the fastest. You just have to run faster than the
Yeah.
guy behind
Oh
you.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
You have to clean the blade out once you cut somebody.
So
No,
here's
you just rev it.
meat
It
chunks,
shoots
So
all
meat
here's
over.
the
chunks
thing
kind of get in
is
there.
if
Yeah, they
If
really
it-
dull the blade quickly.
if an individual started a
Flesh.
Third or
chainsaw
fourth.
and started chasing us, I would
that
look at
stings.
you guys
Ow,
and
stop
I would
that.
say, "Tell my wife I love her," and then we would all take off, and I'd be at the
Yeah.
front of the pack. Early on, I'd be like, "I'm out of here," and then like about half a mile in, like Dustin's gonna go by.
Yeah.
And like Cameron's gonna go by, and I'm like looking for Harry over my shoulder, like,
I
"Oh,
mean,
man, please
you know,
now."
or not all 4 of us run in a straight line and we all separate, and it's like it really doesn't matter who's fastest. It just matters which one he decides to go for.
If a guy starts chasing us with a
Let's be-
chainsaw, I'm just gonna kneecap the closest guy to me.
Of all the weapons to chase someone
Yeah,
with,
like,
Tanya
we
Harding.
all
Yeah,
run
it's
4
just-
directions. It's not really who
Yeah,
can
they'll
run the
get that
fastest.
90s
It's up to
reference.
him now. It's up to fate.
I am very sure if this was realistic and someone was chasing me with a chainsaw, at some point
Adrenaline would kick in.
I'm not just gonna like if he's very fat, like if it's just like stupid, like he cannot
carry a
catch up,
chainsaw.
like he
Climb a
cannot catch
tree.
up, whatever.
Yeah.
But if it's like I'm around stuff, I'm not just gonna let this man chase me. I feel like he has a chainsaw. Okay, like
He's got to be in
His
really good
forearm
shape.
strength
you know,
is
I feel
phenomenal.
like he's not gonna be like having a gun or a knife or and like it's like I've done chainsaws my whole life, like they're so heavy. I mean, I'm gonna figure out some way to disarm him
bob
or
and weave.
yeah.
or
Dude, if you go back and forth, it doesn't help because he's swiping anyway.
yeah,
I'm gonna
or
get a stick. I'm gonna get
no,
a something. There's gonna be something to hurt him with.
Hop
Yeah.
as many
Maybe
fences
Well,
as you can, because then he's got
as an
In a realistic world, I'm gonna have
a gun.
a gun.
I was gonna say
So
as an
I just want
intellectual,
to see his face when he's
I
like,
think-
just like
I would just shoot him.
He's got Indiana Jones.
How long do we have to outrun?
Take
Oh,
a
wait.
nap.
How long do we have to outrun him again?
2 miles.
2 miles.
That's it.
That's it.
2 miles.
Wow.
Right, but you got to be faster than
Miles.
I know, but you're still
faster.
way down with
that.
the.
If you can't run after
Yeah.
2 miles, he'll
You
just
know what
walk
would
and
scare
catch
me?
Yeah.
All right, Dustin just did a ruck whatever
March.
ruck march. If it was Dustin who had the chainsaw, somebody
Yeah.
who's very conditioned, he did an 18-mile thing yesterday.
Yeah, like he's been working out all his life.
Huh?
35 pounds.
It was like 38.
Dustin, can you start
That's
a
a
That's like
chainsaw
that's a
mid-stride?
chainsaw
So
right
if
there.
Dustin is
That's a
chasing
chainsaw.
us, see that's
10,
scary.
15
With the
pounds.
full tank of gas
15 pounds for
and
chainsaw?
spares.
Yeah, I'd say
No,
10, 15.
I
no,
think he kills us all.
no pack,
Can you
just a chainsaw. I'm winning.
I'd be gold.
Can you
I'm
start
out.
a chainsaw
I'm
at
the one that's
mid-stride?
winning at that point.
What?
Can you start a chainsaw mid-stride?
Again, I'm going with
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole concept.
I got
I'm
you, bro.
splitting up.
You just use the weight of the chainsaw.
I'm not running by you saying, "All right, Cam, who's gonna outrun him?" Like,
I'm
Lord,
not. I'm not
I'm
slow.
like, Lord help Dustin
I'm
go after
beating.
Cam.
If he's chasing, I win out of us three, for sure.
I'm losing. Period. Like I've already made it.
We're not running.
In the beginning.
Harrison keeps saying, "I'm not going to run in that dirt," but he's going to chase you.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing: is what I'm saying
He's gonna
is
chase you.
in the
He's your
beginning,
age.
If we were in a
Oh, of
hallway,
course, yeah.
if we were in a hallway and we all had to run the same direction, off the rip, from like I'm talking like
I think I'd be right with you.
We
You'd
take
have
off.
to trip somebody.
I'm gone. Like I'm gone, and then you guys realize that I can't run long at all.
It's like
Maybe-
maybe-
It's literally the size of a basketball court.
Maybe
Bro,
the friendship in us, we would all run together at him. And
You get like one fast break in a basketball game.
How much
I'm like-
damage
I'm
can he do with
down
one
2 or
swipe?
3, 2 or
yeah,
3.
I mean, okay.
A lot.
Just right across your face. Ah!
He's gonna get all four of us
I'm yelling
if
for
we
sub.
run at him. So it's like one side. Man, we're all just stumps with
I
no
think
legs. Just
what's
like,
funny
that didn't work out.
is like we're all strategizing here, and David's just like, "No, I'm gonna die. That's it. That's my plan. I'll be
It's
dead."
that
No,
mentality.
it's not my plan.
It's
Tell
that-
my wife
That's
I
what
you
will
love
lost,
her.
happen.
you lost from the beginning,
or
David.
like David just
I've accepted
David's
my
the most
fate.
Do you
realist.
have cards like in your wallet that say that?
Have you
just hand them
tried-
out to people?
have you tried
Something
shooting your
happens.
eye at
Here,
him?
just give this to my wife.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Distract him with your eye.
If you try and chase me with a chainsaw.
Here, hit send on
Have
my
you
phone.
tried
Here.
using your own chainsaw against him?
This
in my
is-
notes.
This is my emergency contact information. I'm not known for speed. Should anything happen, please alert my wife.
Good for 100
No,
yards at first.
I'm only known for speed.
Petition.
That's what I'm saying. I'm only known for speed.
Very quick speed.
2 miles
Quickly.
is my hiccup. That's what I'm
Petition
saying. It's the
killer.
fact that I have to run 2 miles.
Maybe
If you
know,
guys can run 2 miles, you will beat me. That's
maybe
what
he'll
I'm
get out of
saying.
breath too, David. Maybe just you're out of breath like 50 feet away, and he's out of breath like right there, and you're both looking at each other, panting.
He's like walking up.
he's
I'm
like-
like, Ben, I'm like, give me some.
Yeah, like no, he's like, oh, I got it. Like, you good?
Just
Yeah,
let
I'm
me
good.
die with some dignity.
I'm like, time out,
Alright.
time out.
You tell my wife I love her.
Yeah. Just say if you just say
What if it's your wife? She's the one
yeah,
with the chain.
just tell him like, look, time out. I'm not playing anymore.
She's gonna be
He
like-
has to respect that.
Yeah,
Like, time out. I'm not playing anymore. Oh man,
I don't like this game.
man. Oh, I have to go with the other guys.
This is what you get for leaving the toilet seat up.
Right? She's got like all
Yeah.
of these. You left your socks on the floor again.
Let me read this
I'll
one.
never do it again.
Let me read this one and
There's
we'll
a
get
lot
out
of
of
time
here.
on that comment.
Yeah, but that was good.
That was-
Howdy,
That's
fellas.
a good comment. Thank
This
you,
is
Jesse Clark.
this is Jacob Shoemake.
Shoemaker.
Lindsay Shoemake
Schumacher.
emails in. This is her brother, I believe. Howdy, fellas. Just got done listening to episode 34. Best episode this year. Thanks,
I knew
man.
it. I knew it.
I absolutely
I
love
thought
this
this was-
podcast, and I listen to a lot of podcasts throughout the week, but I haven't found a podcast better than y'all's yet.
Hey,
Well.
you gotta tell brother
Hey,
Ed
clap of praise.
Sweitzer that.
Hand clap praise, Cam.
Here we go.
Amen. There went
In
our
regards
time
to DeWalt versus Milwaukee, I love my DeWalt tools and everything they have, but but Milwaukee is a lot better quality. The only thing is, I'm a broke white boy doing HVAC and can't afford Milwaukee. Haha. P.S. Definitely want
Same.
a sweatshirt,
But I have it.
size large, and the sooner the better on the hats. I love my Richardson 112s. Me too, buddy. And can't wait to add a CDIF hat to my collection. Your faithful Conrad. You spelled that wrong. Comrade. And unflappable listener, Jacob Shoemake. And then he
can't-
puts this.
Jacob Conrad.
Spread cheese on this broke cracker.
I can't get my hat any higher on my head.
He said I'm a broke white boy.
with the headset.
He put a meme on spread cheese on
homeless
this
guy.
broke
Those are
cracker.
some
It's a
long
white
shorts.
guy. Yeah.
Some like
This man's wearing capris out here, yo. What is
Oh, that's funny.
I know.
He's got culottes on while he's.
As another broke white boy who also can't afford Milwaukee tools but has them anyway,
And a Richardson one.
and a Richardson one tell. Well, it was free, and I get them free from work. So
Yeah.
there are ways to break the system. All right, date someone that will buy you these things.
Ooh, that's it.
That's number one. Number two, work somewhere that gives away free things that are somewhat of a luxury.
Yes.
Two. Number three,
Sell that stuff on the
steal, sell drugs, do
pyramid
the
schemes.
pyramid screen, Dave Ramsey, whatever. Like, just get your
That's good. I like that.
Get your
Hey
mark.
Ed, we close out every podcast with a gospel drop.
Since you're a pastor,
1 minute or so, give the gospel, and then I'll close it out. And you get to do it with theme music.
get to wait for
this is our invitation music.
I can't hear anything.
This is our Just As I Am.
Go, give him the-
Wait, we have to restart. We gotta give him sufficient time.
Oh, and it's got it.
It's like Just As I Am.
when you're done, you have to do a
I
finishing
listened to
move.
the first 3 episodes. I'm part of 6.
Cam.
If he showed us his phone, it said like
Three
an
were grayed
hour
out.
and 15 minutes left on episode 1 and onward.
Yeah.
When you're
Cam,
done, you have to do a
can you
finishing move
please
like
come
a
to the
southern
piano, Cam?
gospel.
Miss Michelle.
Yeah. Cam, can you
Miss
please
Michelle,
come to the
on up to the piano.
Come on up to the piano.
Well, the Apostle Paul said, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, he said, "For I delivered unto you first of all that which I also received, how that Christ died for our sins, according to the Scriptures, that he was buried, and that he rose again the third day, according to the Scriptures." And Paul gave it first of all. In the podcast, they're giving it last of all, but I know what they're trying to do. The gospel is Jesus Christ died on the cross, he was buried, and he rose again. And if you trust and believe the gospel, you obey the gospel by calling on the name of the Lord, and he will save you. He'll forgive you of your sins, come in your heart, and when you die, he'll take you to heaven.
Amen.
He said, "These things have I written unto you," in 1 John 5. "These things have I written unto you that believe on the name of the Son of God, that ye may know that ye have eternal life, and that ye may believe on the name of the Son of God." So he wants you to believe on the Son, and then continue believing on the name of the Son of God, and trust him. He'll save you, and then you just continue trusting him.
Amen. Wonderful. Thanks, Brother Ed, for coming on. Guys, thanks for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Give us a follow. Give us a rating on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Leave a review. Those are always helpful. Go subscribe to YouTube. If you want a shirt, go to cdifmerch.com. Hoodies are available. If you will email, let me know. We'll get that number up, and we will make a hoodie order. Hopefully you guys have a great week. No matter where your life finds you, remember to
Calm down. It's fine.
We didn't warn Pastor Ed about that.
That's kind of a tune-up.
Harry actually did it this time.
I know.